Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Susan Rizzo Vincent.
Susan and I met at an art show in New York, and I heard her story about how her daughter, who had survived from an early age from cancer and had gone through, endless treatments for years and years, and how when this terrible tragedy happened, these amazing people came together and said, "Susan, this is what Andrea's dream would have been, this foundation." Well, I'm sure she'll tell you more about that in a minute, but what I want to tell you is that for my birthday a couple of days ago, I received a gift that was just so beautiful. She's a teacher, first through third, and she loved the open heart idea so much that she taught a curriculum to her kids, and she sent me what these kids came up with when they learned about the open heart through literature and through talking about it. And so she epitomizes what this award is about, because not only did she turn her adversity and her challenge into an opportunity to help others by following her daughter's dream, but now she's doing this and offering this to every school in the nation. You are my hero.
Thank you. I am still pinching myself to be sure that I am really here. I am so very grateful. Thank you, Jane and James and the Open Hearts Foundation. Let me ask you to imagine a 10-year-old pediatric cancer patient. His childhood has been taken from him. After his daily bouts with chemotherapy, his lungs have filled with fluid. A dance therapist enters his hospital room. His arms are swinging, he's spinning, he's dancing to the music, and as he shakes his little body, he releases all of the pent-up energy, and he's beaming from ear to ear. We all know how good dance makes us feel. In walks the doctor, checks his lungs, and says that his happy dance, Christopher is his name, his happy dance has helped to clear the fluid and has spared him a stay in the pediatric intensive care unit. That is the work of the Andrea Rizzo Foundation. The story of the Andrea Rizzo Foundation began on May 19th, 2002, when the unthinkable happened. At age 24, my only child, Andrea, was killed by a drunk driver. Andrea, a childhood cancer survivor, a special education teacher, a lifelong dancer, and a young woman with a dream. She had just begun her graduate studies in dance therapy at NYU. Because she knew the impact dance had had on her own healing, she wanted to give back to children with cancer and special needs in the same way. I suppose you could say Andrea truly had an open heart. How do you go on, you must be wondering. I didn't know if I could. My heart had been completely shattered. And then, just weeks after Andrea's death, a friend of hers encouraged me to start a foundation in her memory. I couldn't have my daughter back, but I could keep her dream alive. A momentum began, and with family and friends at my side, I just couldn't walk away. In fact, I ran with it. Little by little, my heart began to open, and love that was pouring forth soothed my excruciating grief. Just 2 months after Andrea's death, we met with the directors at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City, where Andrea had been treated as a young child and had been cured. We explained our desire to start, in Andrea's memory, for the first time at Sloan Kettering, a pediatric dance therapy program. I was really perplexed when the administrator of pediatrics said to me, "We owe this to your daughter." I didn't really know what she meant. And then she handed me an email that Andrea had sent to them just a few weeks before her death, explaining that she would be at NYU that summer and that she wanted to volunteer and give back to the hospital that had given her a second chance at life. At that moment, I knew Andrea's dream would become a reality. Today, Drea's Dream pediatric dance therapy program funded by the Andrea Rizzo Foundation is helping children with cancer and special needs through one-on-one and small group sessions in 20 sites across the country. This includes hospitals, schools, Ronald McDonald Houses, Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and Mattel Children's Hospital UCLA. All of this has been accomplished completely through volunteer effort. In each and every site, a licensed dance therapist funded by the foundation provides a clinical model for children with cancer and special needs to overcome their fear, frustration, anxiety, and anger, as well as their physical challenges. And I'm so happy to have here with me tonight Dr. Lori Baudino, who is our LA-based dance therapist. She's here with me this evening. Whether it's a child with cancer or a child with autism, the dance therapist is trained to access those emotions through dance and movement. Dance therapy has become a highly regarded healing modality in integrative medicine. At Sloan Kettering, a research study is underway documenting how dance therapy helps with pain management for the extremely painful 3F8 treatment for neuroblastoma, coincidentally the same cancer Andrea survived. Each time I see a patient or a volunteer, my heart opens further and I want to do more. I have been an elementary school teacher my whole life. In June, I will leave the classroom so that I can focus all of my time and energy on fulfilling all of the countless requests for more hours of dance therapy for more fragile children, children like Christopher and his happy dance. I can now say beyond a shadow of a doubt that through this incredible journey, my heart is fully open, and Andrea's dream lives on through each child, each dance therapist, each doctor, each volunteer who never quits, and now all of you who have been so kind to listen to my story this evening. When we live with an open heart, we use our lives to illuminate something larger. I want to thank Jane Seymour, James Keach, and the Open Hearts Foundation for their hospitality and kindness and this moment to acknowledge the power of dance, Andrea's dream. Thank you.